Hi everyone, this is Lunch with the Cardinals for Monday, the 20th of February, 2012. I'm Rick Cole, the Director of Sports Broadcasting for William Jewell College, and our daily update show is brought to you by Hillcrest Thrift Store in Liberty. Let's take a look at the action from this past weekend. We had several sports in action. Let's start with softball. They were able to play on Friday, but not on Saturday due to the weather down in Oklahoma. But a good start for softball. They actually ended up splitting their doubleheader, losing to Southwestern Oklahoma 4-3, but coming back and beating Division II Northwest Missouri State University 12-5 behind Maria Buckingham, 6 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts. The softball team is now 2-1 on the year, and as we said, they got a chance to play on Friday, but not on Saturday due to the weather. Also over the weekend, women's tennis opened, and they started just as hot as the men started last weekend with a 2-0 sweep over their two rivals, Nebraska Wesleyan and Bethel of Kansas. Against Wesleyan, the Cardinals win it 7-2, and against Bethel, a 9-0 sweep. Bethel highly regarded in the NAIA. So the women's tennis team 2-0 to start out their year. In basketball, tough road trip to Missouri S&T. The Cardinal women never really in the game. They got off to a very slow start, end up losing by 30 despite Chelsea Meek's 16 points. The women now are 13-10 on the year. The men played very well against Missouri S&T for good parts of the game. In fact, got out to a 7-0 lead in the game. Couldn't hang on to it, and S&T down the last 4 minutes or so outscored the Cardinals 14-5 to win it by a score of 65-52. Very big day for Nick Larson. He had 26 points and 15 rebounds, but again, the Cardinals fade down the stretch, and they are now 7-16 on the year. Speaking of Big Nick, he will be our guest on Thursday night's broadcast of Jewell and Rockhurst. It's the last home game of the year, seniors night, and the senior from Liberty sat down to visit with us this week. You have, it seems like, so much fun on the court. You'll talk to anybody on the court, and even before afterwards. Have you always been that way, and where do you get that?
My family is really outgoing. My dad and my grandpa are real outgoing and really talkative, and I just feel like some people take the game so seriously and they forget that you're out there to have fun. And I always told my family that if I wasn't having fun, then I'd quit, because it's a job. You're out there all day, every day playing basketball, and I don't see the point in getting so worked up that you're not having fun anymore. So I enjoy chatting with people and learning about people and having a good time.
Again, that's part of an interview that will be aired during the broadcast of the Rockhurst game coming up on Thursday night. It's the last home appearance for Jewell basketball, with the women at 5:30 and the men at 7:45 against Rockhurst. And then it's on to Las Vegas over the weekend to wrap up the regular season. We'll wrap up this Lunch with the Cardinals for today, the 20th of February. Hope you'll join us tomorrow. It's sponsored by Hillcrest Thrift Store in Liberty. Don't forget, there's now a 20% discount for Jewell students every Thursday at Hillcrest Thrift Store. We'll see you tomorrow.